Hey everyone, it is July. 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks away from Otakon, which I will be attending, cosplaying as Buggy, and I am going to bring you a review of Batman issue 22, 0 Year, Part 2, Secrets. Now, you start off, the Red Hood gang has broken into Blimp of Mr. Falcone. Mr. Luca Carmine, not Falcone. I usually pre-read these. But yes, he's explaining to him that the Red Hood is making a mistake. Cousins, people everywhere. And as he says that, the guys behind him put on their Red Hood mask and presumably kill him. They throw him out of the blimp. Telling him, wait, you forgot your sheet. So yes, and then we see he's talking to Penguin. I assume before he goes by Penguin, tells him, I've always loved blimps, like big silver eggs rolled through the sky. And blimps are barely regulated at all in Gotham. These eggs you personally roll in, well, they hatch all sorts of wondrous things, don't they? Drugs, information, even high-tech weaponry, like Wayne's sonic rifle. Non-lethal, but I heard that if you rejigger the controls just right, it could liquefy a person's insides. I, of course, asked your men to rejigger all these en route. What do you think, Ozzy? Try this out. At the night games, maybe library? Shh, and boom. Ha! Nothing like sirens where they shouldn't be on a sunny afternoon, is there? And you see Cobblepot tries to grab the hood of Red Hood, and to which he gets a electric shock. And there's Red Hood then says, what the? It's you in there, isn't it? Our little vigilante. You're good, my friend. Is that a fat suit? And what are you, 6'2"? Hot damn. And you had me convinced. Ha! Fantastic. All right. You know what, sir? My feelings on you, despite my best efforts, they've changed. Because much as I hate to admit it, I like you. I think you're a piece of work. Funny. I think you're a piece of, see, that's what I mean. You're a man on a mission. Like me. You might just be two of a kind, kid. So how's about it? How about you come work for me? I'm sure we could find a place for you. Which, one of the Red Hoods say, boss, have you lost your damn... And to which the Red Hood blasts him, liquefying his insides. And he goes on screaming. Which Red Hood then continues to say, seems we have an opening right now. Next page, Bruce in the fat suit. Red Hood says, what do you say? Which he says, I appreciate the offer, but I will pass. And Red Hood say, try to grab him, and he pulls out like little white knives on inside of his disguise, and starts fighting back, punching as Red Hood 1 shoots at him, missing and hitting the other Red Hoods, killing them, liquefying them. And as they finally get a hold of Bruce, and his head, the mask begins to rip and stuff, and yes, now let's see who's hiding in there, shall we? Says no. As the mask falls off, Bruce then takes one of the Red Hoods hostage and hides his face on his shoulder. To which Red Hood says, oh, come on, don't be shy. You want me to throw you a Red Hood? Maybe show you my face. Yeah, come with me into the control room. As Bruce then lets go of the Red Hood, and as he gets close to Red Hood 1 and stabs him, saying, thanks, but that won't be necessary, seeing as I have your DNA. And he jumps out of the broken window that the Red Hoods came in. And he uses his magnetic shoes that we saw in the previous issue that I did not review yet. And he is communicating with Alfred, saying, so far I need to pick up by the Narrows and fast. I have to trace things not going as planned. So, which Bruce then makes his way back into the blimp, where he hid, or I guess Mr. Cobblepot was tied up. He's untying him. There. Nice little purple bandana that he has on his face. So the Red Hoods kind of start to find him, and they start shooting as Bruce goes, damn it! He's running away and jumps out using the parachute. We see a little montage here of him as a child when he first fell down into the cave. So let me see him in his hideaway with Alfred, trying to work on testing out a grappling hook, prototype grappling hook there. So he's saying Cobblepot was a dead end. The DNA I got off Red Hood leader isn't on record anywhere. And now he's taking over rival gangs, while before he only took in non-criminals. It's like he's expanding the gang to prove he can. A bomb goes off at a school for the deaf. Someone's shot for no reason walking in the park. There's no pattern except to make the city afraid of itself. No one knows who to be afraid of anymore. The police are desperate and tax searching everyone they can. All of it breeds more fear. Now that he's got Wayne Industries weapons in his chase, he can show that nothing's out of reach. Damn it, Hook, come back. There's a malfunction with the hook because it's not responding. So, Bruce continues to say, Alfred, if you have something to say, just say it. You've never been this quiet. I can practically feel the waves of disdain rolling off of you. Which Alfred replies with, what's there to say, sir? If you can't see the state of things clearly now, there's no point. Bruce says, enlighten me. He says, you're right. This war of yours is doomed. You will lose. As I said, I was losing, not that I was lost. I can still get him. And if you do, what then? Another like him will come. So be it. And I'll fight them too. The war may not be winnable, Alfred, but it's mine. And frankly, I'm getting tired of your damn skepticism. It says, it's not your war I can take issue with. You can't see that? I fought wars less noble, believe me. It's how you're fighting it. He says, what about it? Spit it out already. He says, I just did. If only you'd stop and listen, I'd take issue with. He says, no, say it, Alfred. For once in your life, don't be polite. Just say it, damn it. Jeff says, I take issue with your cowardice, sir. My cowardice? Nice. I'm out there risking my life to take down a gang that's rotting the city from the inside out. The city my parents loved and fought to protect. Hook come back. There's a fought in public for Mr. Bruce. Master Bruce. You fight as a ghost and you let Bruce Wayne rot. Even as Wayne Enterprises, your family's legacy to this city is being run by a sad, angry man with no purpose but glory. You refuse to return to your home thinking it's apart from Gotham, yet the lifeblood of this city runs beneath that house. I mean, for goodness sake, the Red Hood gang is using Wayne Industries weapons. If that alone doesn't open your eyes to the blunder here, then I think that your parents, well, I think they'd be ashamed. Which, Bruce is not like that. He's mad. He grabs Alfred by the tie and says, "Is that right? And what about you, Mr. Pennyworth? Huh? What examples have you set? Living in a mausoleum, polishing silver? What good have you done in the world? Who's the real coward?" Which Alfred promptly slaps him. They have a little, emotional eye there, little emotional moment there with the eye. Which Alfred then says, "I'm going back to the manor, sir. This was a mistake. I wish you the best." Which says, "Come back." Alfred looks back. He says, Bruce says, "I was talking to the hook." Alfred gets on the elevator, and Bruce, pulls the hook back, breaking the brick wall that he had there, and he calls his Uncle Philip Kane. He says, "It's me, Uncle Philip. Bruce, I need to talk to you. It's urgent." But he says, "Bruce, I was about to say the same thing. You can meet me tonight at the museum around midnight." So we're there, say, they get to talking and say, I heard you were going to have a beef up in the security. Bruce says, I'm not sure if it's just a matter of security. This gang, they have people all over. You're going to have to shut down the operations until you find who's been turned on the inside, or until someone stops the gang. Stop operations, but that's not possible. There are killers and thieves running around with weapons with Wayne's name on it, and we put a stop to that. But look, Bruce, come back to the company. Be a part of it. We can talk about this." Bruce says, "I can't." Bruce says, "Bruce, I'll ask one last time, please." "No, I'm sorry, Philip, but I can't." Have a public face right now. I can't explain. Bruce Wayne has to be dead. Which Philip says, "If you insist, Bruce." Clicks a button, says, "Welcome home, Bruce." Clap, 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 clap. Surprise ambush him back into the public eye. So he says, "That's right, everyone. This is the surprise I've invited you to come share with me. My dear nephew Bruce Wayne has returned to the city his family helped build and continues to build through the Wayne Enterprises. Here, here, here." Yes, and I guarantee you that this old lady right here is most definitely one of those owls from the Court of Owls that was in that wheelchair there. I know it's her. All right, so. Anyways, we say, "Philip, what the hell are you doing? My father came to that cave in Mexico to get me, Bruce. I didn't want to go. We fought. In fact, I split my head open fighting with him. I still have the metal plate. The point is, he was right. You have something you have to do. This is me coming to your cave. dragging you out. And this doofusly-faced guy, like, Bruce, there you are. Look at that face. That's a face on that mother could love. Alright, so, camera crashes, and, Vicky Vale, Bruce, Vicky Vale, Gotham Gazette. So, first things first, why are you back? As Bruce runs off, Bruce, you can't keep running, Bruce. Word straight out of the mouth of Owlman. And to which he goes into the Egyptian exhibit. And he says, where he meets up with Edward. He says, no way out there, Mr. Wayne. Where you see, do I know you? Edward Nygma. I'm your uncle's advisor. Have you ever seen the real one? The real what? The Sphinx, of course. One time, long ago. So, this was your advice regarding me, then, the party? No, actually, I suggested something else, but your uncle disagreed. If you're looking for the exit, it's up ahead, through the Avery Wing, in which we get into this long, cool, awesome, epic little game that is an actual Egyptian game whose, rules have been lost to time, and then it says, or at least no more room to ourselves. See that I think he's in here. Bruce says, people are finding him. He says, you can tell Philip I'm coming for him, Nygma. And which he says, I already did. He doesn't listen to me anymore. Where are you going, Mr. Wayne? As Bruce climbs up the Sphinx's head, he says, the exit. You said earlier it was through the Avery Wing, ahead, but there is no Avery Wing. Egyptian sphinxes are some of the only sphinxes with no wings. Most have wings like birds on their backs. Up ahead, and he opens up the window. Up ahead. Up ahead. Very clever. So, try harder next time, Nygma. And to which Nygma, looking like Shaggy's straight-laced, not a pothead cousin, says, if only there were going to be one. And then, as Bruce makes his way out, he gets in, he's getting out of a cab. So he pays the taxi driver and says, thank you, Alfred, are you there? It's worse than I realized, much worse. If you're there, please pick up. I was wrong, Alfred. I need to act. I need to do something tonight. As he gets into his hotel room, the taxi driver gets out, and he puts on his helmet, and a whole bunch of other, Red Hoods come up behind him, and he says, we didn't get to the party. We didn't get to go to the party, Brucey. So we thought we'd throw you one of our own. Shame, too. You give a good tip. He clicks a button, the hotel room explodes. Holds a whole bunch of gifts in it. So, I'm very interested to see who this Red Hood leader guy is from that panel right there. And see, they put a whole bunch of gifts and artifacts in there. Welcome home, Bruce. And kaboom. Yeah. And yeah, that's the end of that. So next, the end of Bruce Wayne. This is a really long review. They get that way with freaking Batman. I love Snyder. Very wordy comics. So yes, this is a great issue. Fantastic. Freaking 9.5 out of 10. Follow me on Tumblr, Twitter, blah, 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 whatever. Come see me at Otakon, freaking less than 2 weeks. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Peace.